Alright, we don't want this, but we will chill in it for a second. There's a lot of prisoners there. They're going to give it to us, we'll just give it right back. Good to know that we're still on the list for getting fiefs though. So hopefully when we take more towns, we'll end up getting those. There we go, they're going to have it back. Yeah, and I just wanted to highlight again how absolutely absurd this is. They've done 77 raids. 77 raids. That's so stupid, man. And we've done 0. Now they're trying to take Ormondfard. Let's go up there and defend. Yeah, it's kind of like a turkey shoot. We got charged by the cab for, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 losses, and now they just lost their whole army. A pretty easy fight. We'll skip this. There we go. Another easy win. I don't think we took any or too many losses. Yeah, these guys have recruits in their party, but no Fians. No Fians lost. We're 241 leadership, so we're very, very close. But I think I'm going to try to go for Provend. We've beat these guys up a lot. We've taken out several armies. A lot of their nobles are in jail. And I'd like to try to progress this a little bit more. They're attacking Remtoil. That's got to be the Western Empire. So anyways, yeah, let's just focus on what we can handle. So Provend. There's 2 parties in there, but they're pretty small. They do have a garrison of 700. So they outnumber us a bit. If they attack, then we'll... If they start to pile up a bunch of nobles, we'll have to figure something else out. But let's at least try it for now. Right, they're starting to get a bunch of people piled up. Maybe this is the way to go. Instead of trying to defend, we just attack and get all these little parties. Instead of raiding us, they try to defend, and then we can wipe them all out in one battle. Yeah, here they come. So pretty tough fight. So a couple options. We could back out right at the last second just to fight them without having to fight the garrison. That's an option. See, if we back out right now, I think they will still fight, but then we won't be fighting the garrison. We'll have to reset all of our siege progress, but that's probably not that big of a deal. Why don't we do that? Let's leave and then just immediately assault them. Yeah, look at that. That worked out really well. That's funny. Because they have 927 right here, but I don't see the garrison and I don't see the militia. So yeah, they definitely fell for it. If we had fought that with the garrison, we would add another, what, 800 or 900 troops to this. Probably still winnable, but we would have taken a lot more losses, I feel like. So let's get in there and fight it. We've got a really good spot here. So our left flank is completely covered by a hill and a mountain. We don't really have shots from this side though. I didn't realize there was a hill blocking us from here. So it depends on which direction they come from. These guys may not get too many shots. And I can't back up because that's the edge of the map. It's as far back as we can go. Yeah, I gotta think about this actually. Let's get our infantry down here where they can at least distract their archers. Because right now the archers are not able to shoot because of the hill. But if we move down here, that should be fine. Do we want to... We could skew our formation a little thicker on this side. Why don't we do that? So that we're not just completely covered by that mountain. Can you let me put my formation, please? No, it's not going to let me. Alright, that's fine. We'll go a little bit more this side, stack up a little further. That should work. They're going pretty heavy to that right, which is smart, but kind of a pain for us. But that means their archers are not covered by their shield wall, so I don't know. Let's make sure our archers are facing them completely. Face their archers, perfect. And then we have to deal with this big wall of infantry, but I think it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. Let's get up there and hit them with some javelins. Man, that is an effective shield wall. Alright, what I would like to do... Let's get these guys back here a little bit so they can help. We're going to expose our flank a little bit to their archers, but it's fine. I don't want our archers to get completely swamped by these guys. So we're just going to come back, try and delay them as much as we can. Yeah, it looks like our infantry did distract them a bit. Yeah, we're going to lose archers here for sure. Can't do anything about it. They had a good plan. They kind of used that mountain that I was worried about, that little hill there, to block our shots. So, and then they avoided our shield wall. Jeez, man. Okay, they're pretty much gone. Let's go ahead and go back here with our infantry. We've got a couple cav to deal with. Ah, damn, dude, there was nobody there. Where did this guy come from? I just looked. Look, there's literally nobody there. And we got stabbed in the head by that guy. They're dealt with. We got to deal with those archers. That's going to be the next big problem here. So let's get our shield wall. Are they retreating? I think they're retreating. Let's go ahead and charge. Yeah, they're falling back. No. Kind of. Nope, yeah, they're leaving. Okay, well, it was a good fight. They, like I said, they did get some pretty good maneuvering on us. They got some kills. Let's see if we lost any Fians. Yep, we lost quite a few Fians, but it's alright. We'll replace them in the peacetime. Right, we didn't really lose too much. They have another army coming, though. Let's go back and drop these prisoners off so that... Yeah, because I don't want them to escape from our party. Yeah, somebody already escaped in the time it took us to get there. Anyways, drop all these guys off. I don't see Durthard in there. That must have been the one that got out. That's so stupid. Anyways, let's go besiege this. Where are these guys going? They might try to take Ormaford. The garrison's at 0. They must be starving. Yeah, they're starving. Caldoc's coming in. There's another army here. So I'm just going to keep pushing on Proven. See if we can get these guys, down a bit. Get everything built. And then we'll go ahead and do the siege equipment duel. All right, here we go. Yeah, we pulled him back. Oh, okay. They're attacking us already? Interesting. The garrison doesn't come out. So they decided not to sally out. They have 2 more armies behind, though. Very interesting. I wiped that first part out with no losses. Not really surprised there, but I'm worried about these other 2 armies behind. We'll continue the siege. Let's see what they do. 600 will probably get in here. No, he's not. Interesting. We got a 500 coming to help. So we'll just hold. We'll hold steady. Oh, here they come. They're going to attack. No, they're running away. What is this guy going to do? Oh, crap. He's going to get caught. All right, we have to abandon the siege so we can help him. Yeah, we can't let him fight that by himself. He's going to get killed, and then we're going to be by ourselves. So let's help him out. All right, we are once again way behind our ally, so let's catch up to try to help support him. There we go. They actually delayed their attack, so that's good. We can at least support them from the side here. Let's get our archers into a really close firing position, because they're going to be focused on them. So I think we can get a little more effective use here. A little more risky, but we should be fine. Let's also block their cav from hitting our archers from this side. So infantry right there. Archers can get nice and close. We've got a good flank on their little hill that they're trying to take. Let's go ahead and tighten it up. I'm actually going to go square. Just so we can deal with these cav from any direction. Any of them that get stuck here, we'll pick them off. There we go, there's a noble as well. Right, that looks good. Most of their cav are down. Looks like our ally is still in it. 94 troops. And he's working on the archers now. We should be able to deal with the archers after they're done, if they can't finish them off. Yeah, it looks like most of the cav are down. There's a couple random ones roaming around, but I think for the most part, they got 12 left. Alright, their archers are moving off their line. I'm assuming they're going to get a reinforcement group here soon. And I just realized what I should be doing. I should probably split these front lines up into a couple different groups. I could have maybe 2 or 3, depending on how many we're going up against, 2 or 3 melee troops. Let's back these guys out. Let's go get our infantry up here to help out, because it seems like our ally just got dumped on. And we might need to help them out here. Don't really want them getting on our are these allies? Oh crap, those are allies. My bad. I don't want them getting on our archer line in the melee. Also, they do have archers up there still. Let's turn our shield wall up there. Nope, that's the opposite of what I told you to do, actually. This way, please. What are you doing? Holy crap, what are you doing? You're going backwards, dude. What are they doing? That was odd. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. There's only a handful left. Alright, 111 losses. I think most of those were probably Caladog, though. Yeah, if we look at our archers, we lost a few Fian champions, a few archers in this group, but most of this was Our ally just running in. Yeah, Caladog lost most of them. Alright, no big deal. So that's one big army down. Go. Take a bunch of prisoners. And then since we're close, let's just go drop off at Callias. We'll go back and start to take that town again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top of the already... Well, they have 14 prisoners in here. So that should hopefully hold them off for a while. Although we did this already a couple times and they keep coming back, so maybe not. But anyways, let's try it again. So Caladog still has about 350. That's not too bad. And then Ergion, I don't know how many he has, but there's another army there at least. So here we go. Let's start the siege for the third time. And maybe this time we'll be able to get it off. It looks like we're going to get some help here from Ergion, which is fine. We don't need it, but we'll take it. Why is it not letting me put these in reserve? Are you freaking kidding me? Did he just take over our siege? Ergion is commanding the besiegers. This is so ridiculous, man. There's so many things in this game that are just, they keep saying they fix it and then they don't. This is frustrating because this thing's going to get destroyed. And I'm pretty sure since we started the siege, it's going to take our troops, not his. So we might just leave, let him deal with it. Yeah, he's not going to do anything useful here. Here, you can do it yourself, idiot. Okay, let's go somewhere else. All right, he decided to attack. He thought we were going to join him, but we're definitely not. So I'm just going to let him die off. Can we catch this guy? No. All right. Yeah, I think it's pretty apparent that we need to do this ourselves. We can't allow stuff like this to happen. And then also the war and peace votes that they're doing, they're just not good. So I don't think we're going to be able to hang out with Caladog anymore. We'll have to sue for peace separately. Or leave from him, take all of our fiefs, and then separate. And then I think what we'll try to do is poach as many of his people as we can. But we'll probably kick them out of the kingdom first, and then try and take all those fiefs. So we'll see what we can do. We have a decent amount of influence saved up. We got 4,200, so that's pretty good. All right, let's go and help these guys a little bit if we can. Yeah, we could still help. Oh, the garrison and the militia came out. So yeah, that's actually not a bad way to do it. You just bait them out. Fight them in the field so you don't even have to deal with sieging it. Alright, once again, allies just going to rush in, and they were like 100, 150 meters ahead of us, so they're just going to go in and die. Can't really do much about it. We're going to stay back here. A nice little flank from a distance. There we go. Let's get our infantry up front. And we need to move our infantry, or our archers into a better position. Here we go, shield wall. And our allies completely gone. That's fine. We're dealing with their cav at least, and then I'm assuming these guys will turn and try and face us. There we go. Cav are dealt with. They got a little more on that side. Alright, they're attacking our infantry. I don't want to move our infantry because they are soaking up the damage from those archers of theirs. Let's just help our line so we don't get destroyed up here. Go. Alright, they're off our line now. Perfect. Here's another reinforcing group. Oh boy. Alright, they're ignoring our melee troops, it looks like, or half and half. Yeah, they're going to come after archers now, so focus on these guys. Oh god, I just killed a Fiend champion. Come on, man. He ran right in front of the guy I was trying to attack. Okay, here we go. Just archers left and a little bit of them on our front line, but they should go down pretty quick. They got reinforcements coming in. Looks like we're cleaning them up pretty nicely, at least. Right, I can't stay here at the front. Oh, look at that. They have no shields. They're probably not even going to reach our line. Alright, we're still taking losses in our archers. I don't know why they're ignoring our front line. Let's move them up a little bit. See if we can get them a little closer here. There we go. Again, looks like we're not taking losses anymore, so these guys are starting to target our shield wall now. Let's go ahead and charge our archers so they can help finish them off. What are we losing people from? Shield wall. They should, with 50 people, they should not be piercing our shield wall. Alright, we gotta be careful, make sure we have enough health if we have to fight immediately after this. There we go. That should be it. Alright, we got it. 117 losses, and again, the vast majority of that is gonna be... Oh, wow, okay, never mind. 22 losses on this guy, 13 and 13, so that was a freaking disaster. 13 Fiend champions, 13 Fiend champions. I thought most of these losses were our ally. How did we lose so many people, man? We go battle after battle losing not a single archer, and then all of a sudden we lose like 50 or 100. I don't get it. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. Right, here we go, we can finish it off. Auto-resolve, they only have 60 people left, so 3 losses, no big deal. Yeah, that is a much easier way to deal with fortifications if you can get that scenario to happen. But that's going to be hard to control. Now we have decreased taken melee damage by 15%. I'd rather have ranged damage taken. I feel like most of those losses are from the ranged troops. But anyways, another one under our belt. Let's see if they give it to us. I really hope they do, and if not, then we'll have to use some politics to get it. We haven't sold loot in a while. We got 55k from that, and then we still have some stuff we can smelt. We didn't sell any of the weapons. Let's do that. And here we go. The vote for Provend. Nice. It's going to go to us. Very, very nice. So that's our 6th town, I believe. Perfect. Let's see how decent this is. It's actually really good. A lot of stuff's at tier 3. Shipyard's at tier 3. Perfect. Yeah, the Mason, training field, guardhouse need to be upgraded, but most everything else is there. So why don't we... And the prosperity is 8,000. That is way higher than anything we have. What about the bound villages? They haven't been raided to hell, so they're seemingly okay for now. Well, let's throw some cash in and get some of these other small buildings built up. This is literally the only way I can get them to stop raiding. To just literally sit on it. Oh, they just messed up. They just messed up. Well, there you go. I guess you just wait for them to do something stupid, because it's the AI, they will always do something stupid, and then you can pounce on them. Oh, got them coming off the hill. Overwhelming firepower. Yeah, I guess we gotta really focus on keeping them off of our line, our archer line. Because they, even though they're hitting us with terrible units, they're still able to get kills for some reason. Maybe it's probably because we're in... It's probably because we're in loose formation. Let's go into line formation, and then they'll be able to overwhelm them a little bit better. So I guess when we know we're going to be in melee, just go line, and then back to loose when it's time to shoot. Yep, I think that worked out pretty well. And same thing against the cav. But that worked out pretty well. Let's go loose again. Alright, I'm gonna clean this up. So this time we lost a single troop. So that was a little better. It was a fee in line, but what can you do? Let's go drop all these idiots off. Oh, they're gonna keep raiding, aren't they? As soon as I leave, this guy's gonna raid again. Yep, that's so annoying, man. Alright, let's get him in, and then we'll go defend it again. Right, you can go join your buddies. So we got 13 people in here now. It's been a few days and they're all doing it again. Just gyrating around this specific... They want to raid this village, not this one. Not this one, but this specific village. So, whatever. We'll capture them. Throw them in jail again. So, I've been trying to guard this thing for, I don't know, a couple weeks. It's getting pretty annoying. There's only one guy that's constantly here. So I feel like most of them are not really posing a threat. So I'm going to try to go take Hvalvik. And maybe even the castle, we'll see. But let's see if we can get it done. Alright, made it over here. I don't see anybody. They don't have a militia, which means they're not happy. So we literally just need to sit here for 14 days and then we can take it. No militia means that they have low loyalty and they're probably not going to rebel, but yeah, we just need to starve out these guys, and then we're good. So I'm gonna not even bother building siege equipment, except I guess we can do the ones in the back to get some free XP for it. Yeah, 12 days, they'll starve pretty soon. And as long as we're not losing our towns on the other side, I don't care. They can raid everything they want. We'll exterminate them and wipe them out completely soon. Been at it for a little over a week, and they are at 0 days food. So they should start starving, and the garrison should reduce to 0. But it's not. What the heck? 2 days at 0 food. It's still not going down. Something's not working. If they're supposed to starve, they have 0 food. 0 on food stock. Settlement change, we have it blockaded so they can't get food from the market. Right, we're gonna go peace deal with the Western Empire. That's good because we just lost a bunch of battles to them for some reason. Dude, why are they not starving, man? They've been out of food for like 5 days now. We got somebody at the gates trying to get in. Oh my god, this game is giving me a headache. Alright, they have infantry. I guess we have to assault. They've got 296 infantry, 172 range, so we can take the walls pretty easily. Let's get siege equipment to at least get rid of their siege equipment, and then we'll have to assault. This is so ridiculous, man. Like, what magical force is giving them food? I don't understand. Here we go. Should be able to wipe them out now. So once we take the siege engines off the wall... Oh, they're coming in. There's a lot of them here now. Of course, because we waited for them to starve for weeks and weeks and weeks. Oh, no. No, I was going to say they're starving, but no, they're not. They lose people every time they lose a siege equipment. Do we want to take the walls down? I guess we could. It's probably not a bad idea in case they take it back.
You want to tell me?
Okay. You're going to fight us with your one party? Alright. They lost everything. They even lost their general, the leader. But it's a mercenary clan, so they're going to respawn one instantly. Well, technically, they didn't lose anybody. Now, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to attack now. Right? No, they're waiting. Kind of. Yeah, they're coming in. That's fine. We'll put them all in jail. Bring it on, dude. So, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. This is just not a good idea on their part, but that's fine. We're so close. Every time our units get a kill, we get some leadership XP, so it is helping us. So I don't mind it. Right, so here we go. We've got some water in the back to help catch some of those cav when they run through. So hopefully that'll slow them down. We've got... I'm going to try for a longer line this time to keep them off of our archers. Hopefully it works. Pretty much everybody's got shields. I think we have a handful of people that are shock troops with no shield. But pretty much everybody's got a shield, so they should be good. Except for this guy. Alright, here they come. They've got a random smattering of unshielded troops that have run ahead of their lines. We'll help pick these guys off. Shoot the banner bearer. They're falling back. Nope, they're coming back again. Yeah, I can't make this mine. Okay, here we go. It is 164 frontliners, actually. Oh well, this helps. Yeah, that didn't really help at all for the cav because they just went on the edges, so that didn't really help us there. Let's see. It did stop them from going to our back line, which is fine, I guess. We might end up taking more casualties with this, but less on our archer line anyways. So if that's the case, I think this is probably the better way to go about it. Bring them up off of our front line. We don't have any cav coming after us, so we should be fine. Oh, they're retreating. Go. Oh, man. Why can't I hit this guy? Here we go. I definitely messed up that first hit, but I felt like it should have still grazed him or something. Alright, here we go. Yeah, they're pretty thick on this side. We gotta be kind of careful here. Picking off their archers. What are archers doing? No, they're not getting shots off, so it's definitely a lot slower. I see their reinforcements coming in at a distance. Let's get rid of the... We need to do two-handed leveling. If we take too much more damage, we're going to have to go sit in the back, because if we go down, our units aren't going to command very well. They'll probably end up feeding, so I'm just going to go chill in the back. There we go. Front line's clean. We took 6 losses only. And that's a lot of ranged troops. Can they shoot? Yeah, I can't tell. It looks like they're just going to go into melee. So if that's the case, let's just charge. This is all ranged troops. We should have the upper hand here. We don't want to... Oh, they're retreating. We'll let them chase for a little bit, but I don't want to go chasing all the way off because they do have people in the back there. Yep, let's pull it back. Consolidate again. What I probably should be doing instead of one long skinny line is maybe a couple, like 2 or 3 small lines spread out. So that way we have little gaps that their troops can get through. They're retreating all the way. There's some of their troops if we can.
Die, you pig!
Alright, I think they're going off map, but I'm not 100% sure because they're still here, but it might just be a really big map. But that'll allow us to get a little bit of two-handed XP going here. Nice little pack here. If they turn and start attacking us, we might be in trouble. We do have a shield still. Okay, they are indeed just sitting there. So they could turn on us any second. Nope, they're running. Okay, they're going. We got it. We lost 8 total. Most everybody was frontline. So that actually worked out pretty well then. Yeah, we only lost 1 archer. But we did get some upgrades finally. So this is a new chest piece. A lordly mail shirt. Oh, doesn't look quite as fancy, but slightly better armor. So that should have been most of their nobles here. Nope, they still have a lot. But yeah, that was quite a bit. So I think, damn man, I really don't want to go in. Really don't want to go in on this. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Maybe, at the very least, we're keeping them from attacking us elsewhere, like raiding and all that stuff. Well, that's not true. They're raiding down here, but they're not sieging, so they're mostly just kind of floundering around here, I guess. So I don't mind it. We got 175 perk for two-handed. We'll take the party limit increase. All right, walls are down. I guess we just keep picking off siege equipment for free. I mean, I really don't understand why these guys aren't starving. It doesn't make any sense. You know what we could do is we could go attack and then back out. If it gets... We'll just sit in front, take out whatever we can with the archers, and then we'll back out. We'll just keep doing that, I guess. Between that and wiping out all of their siege equipment, it is going to whittle them down a little bit. I really don't want to take too many losses. We already have quite a few losses we need to replace. So let's try it. All right, so here we go. We got a nice thin line right at the front. That should soak up most of the arrows. And then we've got a pretty safe distance between us and them. And we'll use our archers to try and batter them off the wall. Let's go use some of our javelins. And then just go harass. We do have a ram coming up. So maybe we'll get some cheeky hits sneaking in the gate a little bit. But just do this for now. Okay, so what does this look like? Wow, that Huskarl is really, really strong. 4 hits. It's going to take 4 hits to down him. Yeah. Here we go. So while they're working on taking out some of the people off the walls, we can just harass these guys at the gates as well. Two-handed here so we can get the XP. Alright, this is actually working out pretty well. We just lost a couple people. Those archers? Yep. Not good ones, but they're still getting shots on our archers somewhere, so we need to figure out where and then take them out. Yep, our companion just went down. These guys out, the Nalta. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. This is gonna take a while. We seem to be taking a lot of losses on our archer line, so I'm gonna move up closer. I feel like we're not really getting good shots off on them. And what are we losing so many people to right now? Okay, now we're getting kills, but what the heck is going on? Weird stuff going on. Let's just pick these guys off because our archers don't seem to be able to get an angle on them. Okay, that looks good there. Let's move over. Maybe take out the center. Try and wipe out this gate and then push through maybe. How are we doing? 100 kills is not that much, unfortunately. There's somebody throwing rocks. Don't see anybody with a rock yet. Hey, we just got shot from who? Where? Where? This guy, but that's quite an angle. Alright, so we can't do that then. Alright, let's go ahead and pull these guys up. I don't think they're really blocking too many arrows, so I'm just gonna have them attack this gate. See if we can get in without taking too much damage. I'm curious to see what kind of reaction they do on this side. I don't think they move actually from that side. Okay, we're taking losses again. Get them, boys. They don't have anybody here. Alright, so we're just in for free. Nice. Well, that works. We need to go upstairs because they just hit us with a rock. I'm also going to charge the archers in. Right, here we go. Let's get them off these rocks. Here we go. They don't... Oh yeah, they do still have boulders left. But it looks like took most of that out. Alright, they got a lot of throwing weapons here. Let's be careful on this side. Pick off some of these guys from this side, but we gotta make sure we're not gonna get taken out here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. They have... These are really, really armored units, though. Man, that's a lot of tough units. Just stay on the edge and just try and pick people off that aren't paying attention. These guys are definitely paying attention. Help me, somebody. Yeah, I think we got this under control now. So we took some losses for sure. 78. God damn, man. That's so much. 42 of it's on our front line, which is fine because they're easily replaced, but I just hope it's not a ton of Fiend. Okay, well, I don't know where there's a handful of people around here. I don't know where the rest are, so we'll let the AI clean up. Okay, there we go. I'm just curious, how many archers did we lose? Being champion, none there. We lost 3 there, 2 there. So it's not as bad as I thought. We did lose a lot of archers though, about 40 archers. Oh, look at these are the pauldrons that we've had since literally the beginning of the game. We finally found an upgrade for it, and we got some better boots. So lordly mail shoulder. They don't look nearly as intimidating, but they do give better armor. So there we go.